So now let's talk about the engineering aspects in the UK for chemical engineers. It goes without saying, but the UK is of course a dream workplace for many people around the globe. Also because there is no language barrier and a lot of people can easily go and work there. And there's a home to so many biggest industries in the world. Uh, Now that you live there, do you feel that UK is a good place for chemical engineers?
That's a good question. I think
Mm,
definitely it's a really good country for chemical engineering, but
mm,
not for every discipline because not every
mm,
discipline has enough space in the UK because the UK isn't that big, to put it quite bluntly.
mm,
So I'd say for specific industries there is quite a lot of demand. So
mm,
especially moving forward, like renewable energy and
mm,
hydrogen, there's a lot of that. But for some other industries like oil and gas, not
mm,
so much. But I definitely say for chemical engineering, there always has been a demand in the UK, and I think touch wood, hopefully there will be a demand moving forward too.
mm. Okay, amazing, great. But then let's talk about the specific industries in the UK. Just like you mentioned yourself, oil and gas is not very big in England. But what industries would you then say that are very good right now, but also industries that you feel are growing slowly in the UK for chemical engineers?
Yep, absolutely. So I'd say right now probably there is a little bit of oil and gas. It's more
Mhm,
Scotland and above because that's geographically that's where the most oil and gas is. Talking about more recently, there has been the UK government actually lifted the shale fracking ban, so there will be
mhm,
more oil and gas onshore demand moving forward. It won't be as high, but there will be.
mhm,
But in terms of good industries to be right now in the UK, I'd definitely say um, textiles and renewable energy. Those are two
mhm,
really big ones. There's many wind farms located off the UK. There's actually one in Kent that I visited,
mhm,
and I'll be hoping to cover in a video soon.
mhm,
So that's quite interesting. We also have a very good textile industry. So textiles in the Midlands and in the north of the UK, they're very, very good and booming. And
mhm,
we also have good pharmaceutical industries. So
mhm,
as you might know, Pfizer has one of its main plants in the UK, and they're opening another one soon. If they have not already opened it, to the best of
mhm,
my knowledge. And yeah, so that's a very good industry as well. But there is a good breadth of industries in the UK. To
mhm,
answer the second part of your question, in terms of industries that are slowly growing within the UK, hydrogen and renewable energy, as I said, because there's
mhm,
obviously a very big push to
mhm,
ensure we hit the climate change goals that everyone has
mhm,
agreed to. So that's definitely something that's moving forward. And also, kind of electrochemistry, if that makes
mhm.
sense. So that's also a very big growing field within the UK.
Okay, great, amazing, and thank you. And you're very right because this is a growing trend that renewability and especially electrochemistry, those electric cells, they are making a great development within chemical engineering, and more chemical engineers are going towards that area. So that's great that there are opportunities for that in the UK. That's amazing. Thank you. But because now all these industries that you mentioned, they are all, of course, core chemical engineering jobs or industries. You have process engineer, all those engineering roles. Do you feel that UK is also a good place for a chemical engineer if they're not looking for a core position, but maybe a non-core engineering position?
Yeah, absolutely. So I
Mhm,
recently read a statistic that said in the UK, 70% of jobs of a high level don't require any specific degree, just a degree. So to go off the back of that, I'd say, yeah, definitely. There always has been a demand for chemical engineering students and graduates in the UK, and there always will be, because the skill set that a chemical engineer possesses after graduating is so diverse. Like they can
mhm,
work in good teams, they can work to tight deadlines, they can plan, they can execute. That skill set is just so
mhm,
rich. You can apply it anywhere. So
mhm,
to give examples of where chemical engineers work that I'm personally aware of, consultancy is a big one.
mhm,
Banking and finance is a very big one. But also things like teaching. So one of my
mhm,
former teacher's sons is a chemical engineer working as a high school professor in
mhm,
chemistry. So
mhm,
there definitely has been a demand. So I think, yeah, definitely. Even if you don't want to go into core chemical engineering areas, there is always
mhm.
going to be demand for your degree in the UK.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for sharing. A lot of thumbs up.
Thank you for listening. And if you have not done so already, remember to become a free member at Chemical Engineering Life. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for more upcoming podcasts with chemical engineers. Thank you and have a great day.